I'm Carol Vorderman, and this is Perfect 10, your daily brain workout to help you get sharper and smarter in 2023. Think of us as a gym for your mind, but instead of weights and ellipticals, we've got questions and riddles that will educate, entertain, and irritate you. 10 questions, 10 points, all done in just 10 minutes. We're here every day from Monday to Friday, so make sure you subscribe, you follow, and you like to get the next episode as soon as it drops. And don't forget to head over to our social channels for exclusive content and questions from Perfect 10 HQ. Just search for Perfect 10 Carol on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok to find us. At the end of yesterday's podcast, I asked you, which legendary American singer is an anagram of Tony Pollard? Well, it's country legend. She is a hell of a woman. Dolly Parton. We love her. It's got a much nicer ring to it, doesn't it, than Tony Pollard, don't you think? Anyway, that was just for fun. No points scored. But from now, you are playing for perfect 10 points. Here come the questions. Question 1 is your starter for a perfect 10. Which is the only ancient wonder of the world still left standing? Well, there are traditionally 7 wonders of the ancient world, but which of them can you still visit and see with your own eyes today? Question 2 is our hearsay round, so which phrase is hidden in these sounds?
Waiter, I ordered this plate of getting my own back, but it hasn't been heated up.
No, ma'am, it's supposed to be chilled.
As always, just say what you hear. I love teasing everyone with these. We get some cracking answers, by the way, but they always make sense. The answers always make sense when you know what they are. Question 3 is Carol lateral thinking, and something a bit different today, a science riddle. What chemical compound is hidden in these letters? HIJKLMNO. It's quite a tough one today. Can you crack the code? I can tell you that it is not nitric oxide, if that's what you were thinking. Question 4, as always, is our memory game. So listen up, pay attention, and get remembering. It's over to the Perfect 10 weather team.
Well, I'm sure you've noticed the heat out there, and I'm afraid things are only going to get warmer and more uncomfortable. The extreme heat warning is in place until Sunday and covers much of the southern half of England and Wales. From Saturday, a hosepipe ban comes into effect in Devon, Somerset, Warwick and Bedford in England, Pembrokeshire in Wales, and across the whole of Northern Ireland. Temperatures will peak at 38 degrees on Sunday morning, so it's best to avoid exercise between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. when the sun is at its hottest. Temperatures will drop to around 25 degrees at night, but with no rain on the horizon, we can expect the dry heat to last until Tuesday or Wednesday next week. I'll be back at 7 a.m. tomorrow for updates, but in the meantime, stay safe out there.
Well, I hope you were listening there, because here comes the question. Where in Wales will there be a hosepipe ban at the weekend? Everything you need for a point was in this question, so think back and see if you can pull that answer to the front of your mind to score. Not a real weather report, remember, it's all made up here at Perfect 10 HQ. Unless miraculously there is really a hosepipe ban this weekend. I wouldn't count on it, though. The Perfect 10 weather team haven't got it right yet. Okay, moving on. Questions 5, 6 and 7 are all part of the 3F's Frivolous, Familiar and Fun collection. Here's question 5. Which is the longest motorway in the UK? Moving on to question 6. The dish Angels on Horseback is what wrapped in bacon? No cheating, you lot. I won't stand for any Googling or searching on the internet here on Perfect 10. Question 7 now. In the logo of the clothing brand Lacoste, which way is the crocodile facing? Left or right? Well, I'm sure many of you can picture that famous logo, but is the crocodile facing left or right? It's 50-50, but I think if you really picture it in your mind, you'll guarantee yourself a point there. Is that Perfect 10 score, by the way, in touching distance for you? Well, for question 8, 1 in, 1 out, you'll need to swap and spell. Which letter can you change in the word guest, Guest, to make something an adventurer might go on? Don't forget, you can pause this show and give your brain cells a chance to cool down and regroup. That is not cheating. You can even rewind, to be honest. But now it is time to move on. Are you ready for your next question? Question 9 is, I know this. With a little thinking time, you should get yourself a point here. On an Ordnance Survey map, a white letter P on a blue background represents what? Well, Ordnance Survey maps are to British mapping what the BBC is to British television. They are a publicly owned organisation, a national treasure, and a historic institution that's part of the very fabric of Great Britain. And that's almost it. Just enough time for question 10, our daily riddle. A bus has no passengers. At its first stop, it picks up 5 passengers. At the next stop, 5 people get off, and twice as many people than at the first stop get on. At the next stop, 10 people get off. How many people are left on the bus? That is the end of all of the questions for today's Perfect 10. The answers are coming up, so if you need to rewind and pause, please be my guest. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's questions. And if you want to entertain, educate and irritate me, please send me your own puzzles too at Carol Borders on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok, and follow at Perfect 10 Carol across socials and on YouTube. There is honestly loads of bonus questions and content over there to keep your brain ticking over until tomorrow. 10 questions, 10 points, 10 minutes. But did you get a perfect 10 score? Here's where you find out. Question 1, we started with, which is the only ancient wonder of the world still left standing? And the answer is the Pyramids of Giza. The other 6 ancient wonders are either long gone or possibly never even existed. Many have been destroyed and left to ruin, but some, like the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, are still the subject of much debate. Recently, an Oxford University researcher claimed to have found evidence of the Hanging Gardens 300 miles away from Babylon. Question 2 was hearsay. I asked you what phrase was hidden in these sounds.
Waiter, I ordered this plate of getting my own back, but it hasn't been...
The answer was, revenge is a dish best served cold. Question 3 was a tricky science riddle. What chemical compound is hidden in these letters? HIJKLMNO. And the answer is H2O, or water. Why? Well, take a look at those letters. We start with the letter H and we go all the way to the letter O, H2O. I can hear the groans from here. Very well done if you got that one right. Question 4 was our Wednesday weather memory question. And I asked, where in Wales will there be a hosepipe ban at the weekend? Could you remember? Well, the answer was Pembrokeshire. Remember, these weather forecasts are not real. If you're looking for the real weather report, I can highly recommend the Met Office. But if it's brain training, well, stick here with me on Perfect 10. Question 5, and we're into the 3 Fs. Which is the longest motorway in the UK? Well, at 236 miles in length and running from Catthorpe to the Scottish border, the answer is the M6, not the M1. Question 6. The dish Angels on Horseback is what wrapped in bacon? The answer is oysters. Question 7. In the logo of the clothing brand Lacoste, which way is the crocodile facing, left or right? The answer is the crocodile is facing right. Question 8, and it's the answer to this week's One In, One Out. Which letter can you change in the word guest to make something an adventurer might go on? Well, change the letter G for the letter Q, and you get the word quest, Quest, an adventurer's quest. Question 9 now, and it was all about maps. On an Ordnance Survey map, a white letter P on a blue background represents what? And the answer is, of course, parking or a car park. And finally, question 10 was this tricky riddle. A bus has no passengers. At its first stop, it picks up 5 passengers. At the next stop, 5 people get off, and twice as many people than at the first stop get on. At the next stop, 10 people get off. How many people are left on the bus? Well, the answer is actually 1. You might be thinking, no, Carol, no, it isn't, it's 0. But I asked you this. What about the driver? Even after all of the passengers have left the bus, the driver still remains. So how did you do? Did you score a perfect 10? If so, let me know. Remember to subscribe to the podcast and follow us on YouTube and across our social media channels so you don't miss out on any of our rounds or any of our bonus Perfect 10 content. But now I just have time for today's anagram. Which high-kicking Hollywood actor is an anagram of B. Ulcer? B-E-E-U-L-C-E-R. Find out tomorrow when I've got a whole new day of questions, riddles and puzzles. I'm Carol Vorderman. That was my perfect 10. I hope you have a perfect day.